offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible, and just let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. Breaks it in the open. He's brought down, and it'll be enough for a 1st down.
A nice job by the quarterback there, reading through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver, and get the completion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knee. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. You just get into him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that man. Not easy to do.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the bootleg, to buy a little space. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Syracuse's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing and mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film. They're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early this week.
If I'm as always going, they only get started off on the right foot. Let's get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go to the first, and a array of possibilities here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. is if they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. So far, they've taken him away.
They're working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And you get he just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downspots. First and goal, you're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Cuse. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the red zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Offense gets set for second down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Runs him in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Hubs it downfield. Got his man to the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Big time play there in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line. It's Need. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down and grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion now. Setting.
He's going for the goal. And he takes it in for the score.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. And he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Lost a throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Gonna look downfield again. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself in. Get your feet under you so you can make a ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
You know what time it is when the defense gets that stop. 3rd down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Motion from the back. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped. It is veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO.
Surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to something.
Well, a little bit fortuitous on that play. The defender got a hand on it, but still the offense able to come to the conclusion.
That's why they run the tip drill. And did you like the tip drill in practice?
Not a big fan at all, because I didn't like throwing tips.
Zings it complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. You can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overtime.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you dial in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. There's the pressure. And it's not the way they'll throw the ball. Failing to convert on fourth. Your name has the ball and ready to get moving.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on the fourth down, making a play on the ball. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense is earned a rest. They're coming up free.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third aim, trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Knee.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Motion from the wideout. To the ground and try to move the chains. Across the 15. Picks up enough to get the first and 10 from the 11. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line.
answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Man, and he paid for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My deep.
There we go! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Drills him with the stiffer. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Lost the throw again. It's complete. Oh, he's got it. Lots of room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. You needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bit of points on the board. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds some pressure. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a good pickup of 15.
I tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Finding an escape route. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. They'll send the back in motion. The play action fake. The throw. And that one's incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. The guy's going to make a catch. Make sure he does it. Physicality, using your pads, running through, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some go-hard.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line of game. The famous rider try the run. And he is just engulfed in the line on this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. He's got it still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to 3. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Peter. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter punch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They weren't able to get that one off. It will be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The RPO, it's complete. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. So first down will open up the final period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Set of downs. They'll leave it with it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for his second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, and how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And complete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense with the heat on.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. Now trying to pound their way in. And they catch it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse. Setting up for the extra point and the time.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that quarterback.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, second and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them more dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leads them to second and short.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down when they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job for this defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Here's Kevin. Big, powerful eyes churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up the first without scoring. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Going to work on second down in the red zone as Nelson Brown to come and pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown Orange, and they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and give me one more.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Colorado State is in front. They've led through most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man in the middle. Down in his room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Looking downfield on first down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out mistakes and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bring in the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker that I think he's going to be a touch short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
Just a little off. Incomplete. And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Syracuse.
On the double. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Running out the clock, a near formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation covered. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.